Less than 24 hours after securing backing from 4 political parties that largely draw their support from the Mount Kenya region, Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta invited presidential aspirants from political parties allied to the G7 alliance for breakfast. The meeting's agenda was to craft a joint strategy as the Kibaki succession contest gathers momentum.
Any of us who wants to become number one in this country must be ready to have Kenya to be number one first.
However, UDF's presidential aspirant Musalia Mudavadi and his URP counterpart William Ruto skipped the breakfast meeting, even though sources disclosed that they had been invited. Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, who is eyeing the presidency on a Wiper Democratic Movement party, was represented by nominated Member of Parliament Mohamed Afe, as the VP is reported to have traveled to Ghana for tomorrow's burial of the country's immediate former president John Atta Mills. Ruto opted to attend URP's National Executive Council and parliamentary group meeting.
It is not about individuals. And our party believes in higher ideals than any particular person or group or party.
Kenyatta's endorsement by the Alliance Party of Kenya, the Grand National Union Party GNU, and the Party of National Unity PNU was seen as an attempt to consolidate the Mount Kenya region vote bloc and better his chances of succeeding President Mwai Kibaki at State House. NAK Kenya's Martha Karua and Peter Kenneth of the Kenyan National Congress, who are from the Mount Kenya region, have also set their eyes on the country's top job in the March 2013 polls. Some members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region, though welcoming the proposed political arrangement, called for clearer terms of engagement.
And it's not only a coalition, we need to merge these political parties into one outfit so that we can be able to face this election as one political party.
It's not about individuals, it should not be about communities. We must recognize that every Kenyan has a right to run and has a right to be elected to any office in this country.
The breakfast meeting convened by Kenyatta comes amid sustained campaigns by the presidential hopefuls, each exuding confidence of emerging victorious in the race to State House.
The only difference in the case of Uhuru here is that he's not calling people to have tea with him so that he can have dialogue. He's calling them so that he can dominate them. He's calling them so that he can force them into supporting his cause. That's the reason why the people who are equal to him will not show up for that tea party.
But the absence of key presidential aspirants at the breakfast meeting was significant, with some questioning the manner in which it was convened. There have been sustained calls for the presidential hopefuls in the G7 team to field a joint presidential candidate. Just like the NAK team did in 2002, ending Kanu's 40-year reign.
If Kibaki calls for a Boston Tea Party somewhere, and he invites these candidates to come and enjoy this cup of tea, political cup of tea with him, we must record that then as an important tea party, and not the one Uhuru has held.
Next year's presidential contest may not be a walk in the park for any of the presidential aspirants if the ongoing campaigns are anything to go by. But is there any likelihood that the presidential aspirants under the G7 umbrella can agree to shelve their ambitions and support one candidate to face off with Prime Minister Raila Odinga in the race to succeed President Mwai Kibaki? Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.